welcome back. You're watching CNN News 18 and there's big breaking news that's now coming in. Sources in the government are now confirming to CNN News 18 that the Home Ministry is expected to notify the Citizenship Amendment Act rules today. Remember, that act was passed by the Parliament and then ratified by the President back in 2019. Several extensions were sought by the Home Ministry to notify these rules. Finally, we're given to understand that today is the day when we could be seeing that notification come out. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, in fact, just a few days ago had said that before elections in 2024, these rules would be notified. That's what we are expecting to see today. Arunima, my colleague, joining us, getting us more details. Yes, Arunima.
So finally, we are giving an indication by the Government of India, that the rules could be notified shortly. It could be in the next couple of hours or late tonight is the indication that is being given to us. The rules have been drafted. The file is with the highest authority for the final round of signatures, post which it will be sent to the relevant department, and then on the e-Gazette, there will be a Gazette notification that will be put out. Why these rules are important is because all those citizens from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Afghanistan, the minorities there who are feeling persecuted, the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Sikhs, the Jains, the Christians, if they want to get Indian citizenship, what are the documents they must have? What will be the form that they need to fill up? How will this process of citizenship be completed? All those details will be known today with the rules getting notified. So it's an important day for those persecuted minorities from these three neighboring countries. Some of them have been living in India on long-term visa for more than a decade now. There are indications being given to us that if they have got an Aadhaar document, or if their children are studying in schools here and the date of birth has been mentioned there, the other details have been mentioned there, so that could also be treated as a relevant document for them to apply under this category. But exactly what will be the purview of their application, how will the application be filled up, those details are expected in a short while from now when the CAA rules are finally notified by the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Now, the timing of this is extremely important, isn't it? Because just a few days ago, in fact, we had the Union Home Minister come out and say that before elections, the notification will come out. The opposition had said that for 5 years, you kept on seeking one extension after another. Right before the Lok Sabha elections, you want to come out and notify this?
Yes, and we had broken the story last week also that ahead of Model Code of Conduct getting implemented, the Citizenship Amendment Act rules will be notified by Ministry of Home Affairs, and that confirmation coming in from government officials today as well, that yes, in a short while from now, the rules will be notified. The timing you mentioned is extremely important. There's a lot at stake for BJP, especially in West Bengal, as far as the Citizenship Amendment Act is concerned. The BJP members of the Union Council who are from Bengal, they've all come out and said that this is an important political commitment that their party had made, and therefore they want to fulfill it ahead of Lok Sabha polls, so that this question is not asked of them. The Matua community, for example, they were defending, and Matua community is a community which has been booed by the BJP as well. So ahead of Lok Sabha polls, if these rules were not notified, there was a possibility that BJP members from Bengal have been asked that you promised us and our brethren who are getting persecuted in Bangladesh, for example, a better life, but where are the rules? So keeping that in mind also, this decision was taken by the political leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is in all likelihood getting implemented tonight. What we have also been told to watch out for is Assam, because Assam is a tricky situation. Himanta Biswa Sarma
Sorry to
himself
interrupt you there. I'll come back to you on the Assam front, but TMC's Shantanu Sen joining us here on this broadcast. So thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. Now, Mamata Banerjee has made it very clear that she is not going to allow the implementation of CAA in West Bengal. We are finally going to be seeing the rules being notified today.
Hello.
Mr. Sen, can you hear me?
Unlike BJP, our stand is very clear from day one, which has been said time and again by our party supremo, Madam Mamata Banerjee. If you see, even after bulldozing the CA bill in Parliament almost 5 years back, they asked for extension for 9 times, and in last 4.5 years, they failed to frame the rules, despite having assent from the President of India. And we have seen Amit Shah saying something else, sitting inside the Parliament, saying something different sitting on. Whenever he is outside the Parliament, he is telling something else in coming to Bengal, and after going to Assam, he is talking something different. Before Gujarat election, he is talking something different. Our stand is very clear. Those who are staying in India, those who are exercising their voting right and electing the central or state government, All of them are the citizens of India. They don't need to prove their citizenship further. We have opposed it, we have been opposing it, and we will be opposing it.
Shantanu Sen, it's also to ensure that it's not just about granting citizenship rights to all the persecuted minorities who've been here for several years. The cutoff date, of course, is until 2014. But it's also about keeping illegal migration in check. That's also something that the government has been speaking of.
This is a big jungla. They're asking for some papers which most of the people they are absolutely unable to show. Like if I ask our honored Prime Minister or Home Minister to show that paper, or if we ask them to prove their citizenship, can they prove it? They can't do it. It's absolutely a jungla. It's absolutely a ploy to play divisive politics before the election. Our party stand is very clear. We will be opposing it tooth and nail.
Shantanu Sen, thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. Arunima continues to be with us, getting us more details. Now, Arunima, we're talking about the situation as far as Assam is concerned. In fact, just for the last day or so, we've seen several protests that actually escalate against CAA.
Yes, Assam's situation was a little tricky because there were a lot of apprehension that people in Assam have as far as the Citizenship Amendment Act is concerned. They have had issues in the past about Bangladeshi origin people coming and living in Assam. And therefore, one of the suggestions made was that perhaps you should have a cut-off period. From the date the rules are notified, give them a 3-month period so that within 3 months, the applications which are received, only those applications are accepted. But will that feedback from Assam government, will that feedback from the ground in Assam be accepted by the Ministry of Home Affairs, by the central government? That is something that we have to wait and watch. At this stage, what we have been told is that the relevant documents, the relevant files have all been readied, and in a short while from now, the file could be the relevant notification could be uploaded as a gazette notification, and only then will it be clear as to under what rules, with what documents can people apply. Will there be a cut-off period like Assam has been demanding? What will be the fallout? That's very crucial, and that is why a lot of bordering states, especially the ones which have borders with Bangladesh, they're waiting and watching this for political ramifications. And those who have fled from Pakistan, the Pakistani Hindus, for example, they are waiting, expecting that finally they will have a country to call their own.
Right, several of those persecuted minorities who've been here, not from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, they were really hoping that for the last 5 years, they do see these rules be notified. Finally, today is the day when we perhaps will see that happen, is the latest that we are gathering. As far as the political ramifications of this go, we've already heard what the TMC says. Several others within the opposition are also up in arms against getting this implemented. So how is that road going to be ahead? I don't know.
See, the government was very clear. They had the numbers in the parliament, and therefore they got the nod of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha when they brought this law. Now the rules getting notified, they were getting attacked again and again by the opposition, saying, why are you seeking such repeated extensions? There were repeated extensions sought from the parliamentary committee. So that became an object of ridicule as well, that if you could get the bill passed, why are you waiting for so long to get the rules notified? Now, with the rules getting notified, we'll have to wait and see, A, what the rules say. B, there were some concerns that were expressed for a state like Tamil Nadu, for example, saying that, why have you really ignored the people who are persecuted in Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan Tamils, for example. But the government chose not to take that into account. At this stage, I think the opposition is also waiting and watching to see what is the exact nature of rules that are notified by the government. Once we know the rules, I think the opposition will decide on its next attack. TMC, for one, is already sharpening its knife.
Right. Absolutely. The fine print is what is perhaps going to set the stage for the battle henceforth as far as CAA is concerned. For the moment, Arunima, thank you so much for getting us the latest. It's a wrap from my side here on this edition, but a small reminder for you, the central government has launched a nationwide campaign to boost first-time voting participation in the upcoming elections. Take a look at this campaign.